The Advanced Anti-Poaching course is created around decades of accumulated experience from Special Forces operators in the highest risk rhino poaching areas in the world to active anti-poaching operations.
We've seen what works in the industry and what doesn't work. It is our job and our responsibility to build that standard, to transfer that knowledge to the next generation.
What we've done is we've kind of nitpicked all the essential skills that we think are the bare minimum to have on the ground to conduct these more specialized anti-poaching operations.
Coming from a military background, this course has been a fantastic opportunity to find some of my soldering skills, particularly in a very different environment, and really switching that soldering mindset into a anti-poaching mindset.
Getting a real in-depth experience of what it's like to be in this field, I think, is valuable. It's something that you just won't find in other courses.
The first week of the course, we kind of take the guys through the basics of living out in the field in harsh environments and teaching them how to basically administrate themselves and look after themselves in what is a very unforgiving environment. From there, we dive straight into the more specialized skills that the guys will require, such as abseiling, rope work, survival, close quarters combat, helicopter drills, water crossings, advanced firearm tactics, advanced communication, reconnaissance, map reading, navigation, and then we tie it all together into a pretty grueling final exercise where all those skills are tested to the extreme to prove that the students have absorbed the knowledge that they need to execute advanced anti-poaching operations. What we find is a lot of people come and join this course thinking that they're going to come for an African experience and an experience the bush, and that's not what this is.
What we do here and teach is not experience-based. It is for real-life operations to go and work in an advanced anti-poaching unit.
We are going to train you to an extremely high level, and we're going to expect you to give 100% of the time.
Yeah, if you want to join the course, definitely make sure your fitness levels are at a good level. Always try and exceed the standards that are set.
3, 2, 1, down.
It's fucking tough. You're gonna have not much sleep, you're gonna be fucking cold, you're gonna be tired, your muscles gonna be sore.
You find guys going on sentry, not doing their wet and dry properly, getting into their wet rig and standing
You
sentry.
really have to prep for this course. You can't come in here after just seeing a cool video on Instagram and thinking I want to be cool like that. It's the coolness gets ripped out of you the day you get here. We get given these overalls.
We cannot be here to make you guys work faster, because I know what's going to happen. Some of you guys want to go to units. I'm sure at some point.
So you have to do everything to the best of your ability, and to be able to pass the course. It's a high level of difficulty that the students go through, but it's all for good reason.
Over multiple courses, over multiple years, we've had students rock up thinking that this is just a bush experience, and what ends up happening is they go home either from failing the basic fitness standards, which are a bare minimum requirement for you to successfully complete this course, down to not having the grit to push through the cold, wet nights, the long ruck marches, and everything else that goes in between.
One of the reasons why the unit standard is also high is because African bush is an unforgiving place. If you cannot keep up, you become a safety risk to yourself and most importantly to your team.
This is there to ensure that students are ready for when we do deploy to live field phase in Big 5 with dangerous game, that those students are number one, capable, and number two, have the knowledge to safely operate out in those environments. So if you don't make the cut, unfortunately, you will be removed from the course and asked to try again at a later stage. So obviously one of the most vital skill sets for an advanced ranger is knowing how to proficiently handle and use their firearms for multiple reasons. Obviously the biggest reason being we're working in a very dangerous game area, and consistently you are being hounded by dangerous animals, so knowing that you can defend yourself. The guys are taught to a very high level, and then obviously when it comes to engaging and arresting poachers, firearms are used. They're known to carry automatic assault rifles and have a medium level of training, so the guys need to know how to counter that effectively to protect their lives and the lives of their teammates. So we go quite far into advanced firearms handling, fire manipulation, team movement, both dry and live fire, to ensure that when the guys leave this facility, that they are capable of defending themselves in a high-risk environment.
All these techniques and drills that we are teaching on the course is teaching the guys to proactively stop and apprehend suspects rather than doing reactive work and following a spoor once the rhino has already been shot.
Integrating technology into 21st century anti-poaching operations is extremely important. We ensure that the guys are capable of operating with modern technologies, red dot devices, thermal images, night vision devices, drones, digital mapping, camera traps, and integrating this into a small team for anti-poaching can massively increase their effectiveness on the ground.
When we go out to the live anti-poaching operations in the Big Five environment, we are also culminating with a advanced anti-poaching unit. There we teach students how to track with K9 units during the day and during the night with night vision devices, drone devices, thermal devices. So that's a very important skill. They'll be taught how to integrate this type of technology during the anti-poaching game.
The big force multiplier that is being used is the K9 units, and the K9s itself. They are highly trained. They are such a great asset on the ground.
The advanced anti-poaching ranger or specialized ranger is expected to work harder, walk further, understand quicker, and execute the highest risk jobs in the conservation law enforcement field. So incorporating the dogs, incorporating the drones, ensuring they understand aerial operations, helicopters, how to embus, debus, and effectively give cover from a helicopter is extremely important. These guys 100% will be expected to be the best of the best, and it's our job to get them there.
The syndicate is well established, undisturbed, and possesses high morale. Composition ranges from low-level poachers all the way up to high-level kingpins. Find all members of the poaching syndicate on a monthly minor reserve, secure the area, and dismantle the illegal operations.
So at the end of the 3-week program, it culminates in a 3-day final exercise where we test the guys on all the skills that they've picked up throughout the course. So they start off building and manning a 12-hour observation post, recording and reporting, gathering a pattern of life of the suspects. Once the pattern of life has been gathered, the students will then set up a rappel and rappel down and execute an arrest operation on the suspects.
Push, 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 push! I've got him! I've got him! I've got him! He's down on the ground!
From there, the students are moved off into a temporary base where they report a gunshot, and they'll be expected to now advance on that gunshot and once again effect an arrest on the suspects responsible for that. From there, the student locate tracks and follow it down to a suspected poacher's camp where they initiate contact and go into a live fire contact scenario and once again apprehend those poachers. From there, they're sent into a vehicle waylay position and they'll lie in wait and capture once again poachers trying to exit the vicinity.
Joseph, you wanna fucking die, Joseph.
So all of that done in a space of 72 hours, minimal rest, minimal sleep, walking long distances with heavy weights, expected that level of excellence throughout. It is extremely demanding and a good confirmation exercise that the students are capable of executing advanced anti-poaching operations.